Hello, my name is Carol Torrez. I teach at Public Academy for the Performing Arts Charter School, PAPA, which is authorized by Albuquerque Public Schools. I teach special education, reading, math, and study skills to grades 6 through 12. This next year will be my 34th year of teaching. So I had a difficult time picking a story about a time that was challenging or motivating from my many experiences as a teacher. Because as a special ed teacher, you have many. However, I want to tell you about one particular experience that was challenging, but then became very motivating for me. When I was first hired at PAPA, I was hired as a student support person for not only special education students, but all students. So anybody that was struggling and not doing well in class, I would have them come in and work during lunch. Well, there was one particular student who I was working behind the scenes, making sure her accommodations were being met and things like that. And she got very, very behind. So I invited her to come for lunch. She was very angry about this because her lunchtime was her private time to hang out with her boyfriend. And so she got very angry with me, and we had quite a discussion about it. However, as the prevailing authority, she ended up coming in for lunch, and she got up rather quickly so that she wouldn't have to spend her time that she was supposed to be with her boyfriend hanging out with me. So anyway, pretty soon she was caught up, and it was graduation day, and we were lining up to graduate. And she looked at me and she said, "Mrs. Torrez, am I really going to graduate, or is this all a joke?" And I said, "No, you did it. You're really going to graduate." And she said, "Well, thank you for making me do what I needed to do." Well, this really inspired me and made me realize that I could make a difference. Having taught elementary school for so many years, you didn't see the long-term impact. You only saw the short-term, oh, the kid learned a little bit more to read, or they did well in math. But this made me realize that I was making more of a difference than I thought. So it really inspired me to continue what I was doing and work harder with my students to get them to achieve their goals and to push them to the highest ability that they possibly could. And I pushed them sometimes beyond where most people would think you could push special ed kids. Now, the next part of our question was about resources teachers need that are not available now. Well, I think the opportunity for trainings for teachers in areas that are not related to lesson planning or curriculum are what we really need. A lot of us have a lot of skills in those areas, but the things we don't have skills in are helping students with things like executive functioning. Our students more and more are having difficulties in executive functioning, and our expectations are that they already have skills that they don't have, and we need to know how to address those needs and how to help them. And then there are things like mental illness and poverty that are impacting our kids. The LGBTQ plus issues that are out there are all issues that we deal with on a daily basis as teachers, but maybe have not been given the trainings and the skills and the materials we need to really understand and help them. So those are the areas that I feel like would be beneficial for our students. Thank you for listening to my thoughts, and I hope you will consider me carefully for the ambassador position.